Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Today Television. I'm Sakshi Batra and this is your favorite show, Daily Call, the show that answers all your stock-related queries. In case you're here for the first time, well, the WhatsApp number is flashing on your screens. That's where you send me all your queries about the stocks in your portfolio, those coming afresh onto your watch list. You need to revise some strategies, take an expert advice. Two market experts will be joining me on the program today to help you out to understand what exactly should your strategies be. Don't forget to mention your name, location and your contact details. We can also give you an opportunity to speak to our guests live and take a custom-made advice. Now, alternatively, you can also log on to YouTube on our Business Today channel, go to Daily Calls Live, use the comment section there to send me your queries and I'll be happy to address it with our top market experts as well. Let me now introduce to you the guest who will be answering all your queries today. Mr. Jatin Geria joins in. He's the technical research analyst at Mirae Asset Share Khan and he's joining in on the program with me. Hi, welcome Jatin, and thank you so much for taking the time out. The question I want to ask is, like last 2 days have been very narrow band of consolidative move on the markets. Today again we have slipped into the red. What do you think is hindering the markets after it has climbed above 25,500 once to continue to maintain itself above that level or probably surge even higher?
We believe that after 830 point kind of a rally in the previous week, the market is just taking a breather. Technically, the uptrend is still intact, and this consolidation that we are seeing since last couple of trading sessions should be considered as a buying opportunity. On the downside, the crucial support is now coming in at 25,440, 25,420, wherein we have the 40 hour moving average as the support. So we believe that this dip is only a brief pause in the overall uptrend, and we believe that the larger trend still remains positive. On the upside, 25,900, 26,000 is the target area with which we are working as of now. So use this dip to add on to your long positions.
Okay, got that. I hope this has also helped all our viewers to get an overview on as to how the markets are going to be shaping up. Let's look at a few questions coming in, Jatin, and then we can also come back to a macro discussion and your own choice of sectors and stocks. We'll take the first question. This is from Anuj Singh. He's watching our show on our YouTube channel. He says, "Hi, I want to know about HBL Engineering." Now, इसका शेयर इनके पास है 617 के रेट पर, कुछ 100 शेयर्स इन्होंने खरीदे हुए हैं। अब ये पूछना चाहते हैं आपसे इसका स्टॉप लॉस भी और टारगेट भी क्या रखकर आगे चले। फिलहाल ये स्टॉक 624 पर चल रहा है, यानी कि इनके लेवल से ऊपर तो आ चुका है, प्रॉफिट में है, लेकिन अब आगे क्या टारगेट बनाकर चले।
देखिए, हमें लगता है कि एचबीएल इंजन में एक कंसोलिडेशन ब्रेकआउट आया है। जो कंसोलिडेशन ब्रेकआउट का रेंज था वो 560 से लेके 620 था, तो एक 60 पॉइंट की रेंज का ब्रेकआउट आया है। एक सिंपल कैलकुलेशन, 60 रुपया हम 620 को ऐड करें तो तकरीबन 680 का लेवल आता है। तो हमें लगता है कि 595 के स्टॉप लॉस के साथ होल्ड करने की सलाह रहेगी। ऊपर में 680 के टारगेट्स रहेंगे।
ठीक है, नेक्स्ट हम ले लेते हैं मनोज भाई कपाड़िया का ये सवाल है और ये लिखते हैं कि रेमंड लिमिटेड के इनके पास 100 शेयर इन्होंने बाय किए हैं 745 पर। अब ये पूछे रहे हैं कि फिलहाल इनको होल्ड करके रखना चाहिए या फिर इसे बेच कर चले जाएं। जो रेमंड लिमिटेड ओरिजिनल इंजीनियरिंग कंपनी है, इसमें इन्होंने खरीदारी की है। कल हमने रेमंड रियल्टी को भी लिस्ट होते हुए देखा है, तो अब रेमंड समूह के 3 स्टॉक्स लिस्टेड हैं स्टॉक मार्केट्स में। एक रेमंड लिमिटेड जो कि इंजीनियरिंग, डिफेंस, एरोस्पेस में कामकाज करता है, रेमंड लाइफस्टाइल जो कि टेक्सटाइल्स की कंपनी, और रेमंड रियल्टी जो कि रेमंड का रियल एस्टेट कारोबार को रिफ्लेक्ट करता है। रेमंड लिमिटेड फिलहाल 759 पर है, यानी कि ये भी प्रॉफिट में आ चुके हैं। हाल फिलहाल में ही खरीदारी की है, क्योंकि इस लिस्टिंग के पहले भी हमने काफ़ी इस ग्रुप में तेज़ी देखी है। अब क्या आपको लगता है आउटलुक रेमंड लिमिटेड पर?
मुझे लगता है कि थोड़े एलिवेटेड लेवल्स पे उन्होंने एंट्री की है। अगर जो रेमंड लिमिटेड की बात करें तो पिछले 3 ट्रेडिंग सेशन में 620 से लेके 750 का एक अपमूव दिखा चुका है। तो ऑलमोस्ट 18 19 20 और परसेंट का अपमूव होने के बाद उन्होंने एंट्री ली है। तो हमें लगता है कि ओवरऑल अपट्रेंड इंटैक्ट है, लेकिन इसमें एक ट्रेलिंग स्टॉप लॉस ज़रूर लगा है। 745 की खरीद है उनकी, तो हमें लगता है कि 745 का ही उनको स्टॉप लॉस लगाना चाहिए। ऊपर में अगर जो एक रैली कंटिन्यू होती है तो 820 तक का एक अपसाइड है। तो कॉस्ट पे अपना स्टॉप लॉस ट्रेल कर लीजिए, क्योंकि हायर लेवल्स पे बाय किया है तो रिस्क रिवॉर्ड थोड़ा अनफेवरेबल है। इसके लिए 745 का स्टॉप लॉस लगा है, ऊपर में 820 तक के टारगेट हम एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं।
ठीक है, चलिए यहाँ पर भी आपको राय मिल चुकी है मनोज भाई कि कैसे आपको इस स्टॉक में आगे बढ़ना है। नेक्स्ट ले लेते हैं सवाल। ये हमारे पास गोपाल कृष्णा का सवाल आया है और ये लिखते हैं आज़ाद इंजीनियरिंग बाय किया हुआ है 1800 पर, 100 शेयर्स हैं, शुड आई सेल और बाय, प्लीज़ लेट मी नो। दैट्स द क्वेश्चन दैट्स कमिंग इन। चलिए आज़ाद इंजीनियरिंग के शेयर को भी अभी फ़िलहाल देख लेते हैं और करंट चार्ट प्राइस के हिसाब से पूछेंगे अभी जतिन से कि किस तरीके से वो इस स्टॉक को देखते हैं। फ़िलहाल 1655 पर है, यानी कि इनकी खरीद से तो नीचे आ चुका है, 1800 के लेवल पर खरीदा था। Let's look at the charts also. Last 1 month has been sideways to a negative move. In the last 1 year also the stock has come off quite a bit. In fact, we had seen an 1800 kind of a level back in the month of January of 2025. From that time, if you see, the stock has been choppy. It touched almost a low of 1196, came back again to the level of 1800 odd level. So we do not know whether he bought it in the previous rally or in June month when it again hit an 1800 kind of a level. Again the stock is on a downward hill. Let's try and find out what is the future of this stock for one of our viewers. Jatin, what would you say?
In the case of Azad Engineering, last 4 to 5 weeks have been a consolidation phase. It has now reached its 20-week average support, and from there on, we are again witnessing some buying interest happening. So, I suggest the uh, uh, person to hold on to his investment in Azad Engineering. It's at a support, and there can be a rally towards 1750 to even 1800 odd levels on the upside. So hold on. Having said that, the stop loss should be maintained at 1600 odd levels. So below 16, the fall can resume. But as of now, the technical structure is suggesting a rally towards 1750, 1800 odd levels.
Okay, got that. I hope this has answered your question. Rahul Balve is writing in on our WhatsApp. Let's take his question too. He's from Pune. He wants to know about C-Insys Technologies and Latent View. दो stocks हैं इनके पास, long term के लिए आपसे target पूछना चाहते हैं. I will just give you the spelling of C-Insys. It is CEINSYS. C-Insys, and the question is on latent view as well. What is the future that you see of both these stocks? Today 5% circuit for C-Insys Tech at 1439 odd levels. In the last 5 days we have actually seen an 8% move. We've also seen a previous circuit on this one in yesterday's trading session as well. The stock has suddenly gained some momentum in the last 2 days alone. What is your view on C-Insys Tech?
See, this stock is currently in a downtrend actually, and yes, it has witnessed a 5% up move in today's trading session. However, the larger trend, doesn't change with today's up move. So I believe that this up move that the stock is witnessing should be considered as an exit opportunity. On the upside, the maximum potential that I am seeing is around 1470 to 1480 odd levels on the upside. So use this up move to exit in the case of CEINS Systech from a short term perspective. So exit is the suggestion. In case of latent view, the structure is positive. On the upside, we are expecting 1435 to 1440 odd levels, and the support level is placed at 405. So you can go ahead with latent, but the other stock you should consider to exit.
Okay, fair point. I hope this has answered your question well as to how to go about all these stocks. Taking the next one, this is Shailendra Singh. He is also wanting to know about Bharat Forge and wants to know about if there will be any impact of Bharat Forge transferring the defense business to its subsidiary. I already have the share in my portfolio at 1244, 200 shares, and I want to know because 70% of the entire business is contributed via defense. So in case the defense vertical will be changed or transferred to the subsidiary, what will be the impact on Bharat Forge? That's the question. Currently, the stock is trading at around 1289 odd levels, and he's sitting on profits because he bought it at 1244. Any suggestion on this one?
Yeah, see, since last 4 weeks, it has been consolidating. Consolidation has taken form of a rectangular pattern. So I'm expecting a breakout on the upside. The breakout level is around 1310 odd levels. So above 13, we can have expect a sharp up move towards 1380 odd levels. So I think he should consider to hold on to his trade in the Bharat Forge. On the downside, the support level is placed at 1255. So 1255 is the stop loss level for the long positions, and on the upside, 1350, 1380 is the target area.
Okay, fair point. I hope this has answered your question, Shailendra. Let's take the next one. This one is from one of our viewers again, Arun Kumar Gupta. He says, good afternoon, Sakshi. Good afternoon to you also, Arun. How are you? The question is on, can you please suggest any NBFC to enter in, and which NBFC will be the best according to you? Please also suggest the entry levels as well as a long-term view. Well, so far if we see, Jatin, in the first half of the calendar year, it's been the banking space, financial space that has truly contributed to the gains in the markets, and itself also Nifty Bank is up by about 12 odd percent. Right now, we are also seeing newer entrants come into the NBFC space. Today itself, we've seen the entry of HDB Financial as well. And now we have the other listed players also that are existing. Recently, we also had the Bajaj Finance bonus split as well. How are you looking at the opportunities within NBFCs? If you have to choose the top stock within this pocket, what will you say?
See, within the NBFC space, we like LIC Housing Finance. So the stock has been consolidating. I am expecting a breakout on the upside in the case of LIC Housing Finance. Overall trend is positive. Last 4 to 5 weeks have gone by, and and it has done a decent consolidation. The price pattern it's forming is a triangle pattern, and these are trend continuation patterns. So from a short to medium term perspective, LIC Housing Finance is looking very promising. The crucial support is placed at 590, and we are expecting levels of 750 from a medium term perspective. So I'll go with LIC Housing Finance among the NBFC space.
Okay, fair point. I hope this has also helped you understand how to go about the NBFC space as well. In any case, we also have a question on HDB Financial. I do know no historical charts for you to study, Jatin. Day one of HDB, and we have seen a 13% premium listing of HDB Financial. Right now it's trading at 840 odd levels. The question is coming in from Raju, one of our WhatsApp viewers. He says, hi Sakshi, I had applied for 2 lots and I got one allotment also. So congratulations, you got that allotment and you are celebrating the gains on day one. So he said, I have also sold one on listing as well, and I want to still continue to hold on one. What is your suggestion? So, what would you advise, Jatin? A lot of investors who have actually been lucky, I have heard that most of the retail investors have at least got one lot, as was what our colleague Pawan was mentioning in the morning, as per the statistics that have come out, that the retail investors, whoever would have bid for it, at least have got one allotment this time around. So this question will be much wider for all the retail investors who've had this allotment today. So is it a wise idea to continue to hold on, or should one book profits and exit? What would you say?
See, it entirely depends upon the purpose with which one has applied to this
Correct.
IPO. If it's for a listing gain purpose, then definitely 10 to 13 odd percent gains within a week's time is a good amount of profit, and hence you should consider to book out profits. It's if it's for a listing gain kind of a purpose. If it's from investment kind of a perspective, then definitely the stock looks attractive from a medium term perspective, and considering that the stock is up around 13% on the day of listing suggests that there is a good amount of demand that can come in over the next 1 month or so. So from a investment perspective, yes, continue to hold. From a IPO gain perspective, book out the profits.
Okay, fair point. I hope this has helped you out in getting the right strategy for yourself on day one of HDB as well. Next, we have this question from Jay Rami Reddy, and he says, "Good afternoon, ma'am. I want to know about Prozone Realty. I'm holding 5,000 shares at an average price of 57. Shall I add more on dips?" Yes, it's come down now from your level. It's now trading at 38.2 odd levels. Last 5 days, we've seen 5-6% of a move. Last 1 month, about 11% kind of a move. But last 6 months have been pretty sideways. 1 year on, we have actually seen a 28% surge. I think the stock peaked at around the level that you probably bought at, and then it has been trading on a sideways momentum. Prozone Realty, have you been tracking the stock at all? It's a very small cap stock, and the volumes are also limited. What exactly would you say?
See, overall, this stock has been in a consolidation range, and the breakout level for this stock is around 42 odd levels. However, we believe that there are, better opportunities in the frontline realty space as well. So consider exiting this stock and enter into something like a DLF, or even for matter microtech developers. So these are some of the stocks from the realty space that we are liking. If he wants to continue to hold for Prozone, then the crucial support is placed at 34, and 42 level is the resistance area.
Okay, got that. So, although the levels have been shared with you, there's a clear view that there are better stocks available for you in the real estate space. Two choices that have been shared, DLF and Macrotech. That's where you can hope to make better returns and probably also make up for the losses that you have done. Because right now, there is no hope for this stock to really give you maximum returns at this point in time. So, choose for better stocks. It's always a better strategy then. Now, let's look at another question. This one is from one of our viewers, that's Archana Sahu, says, "Hi Sakshi, good afternoon." Good afternoon to you as well, Archana. How are you? The question is on Sula Vineyard. I have 45 shares, and she says, "I have bought it at 534 odd levels." What is your suggestion on Sula Vineyard?
See, recently the brewery space is witnessing some amount of profit booking or correction. So Sula is currently in a downtrend. She has bought it at elevated levels, and incurring a loss currently. So any pullback that we are seeing is being sold into. So I suggest that exit this space at this point of time. The trend is negative and pullbacks are being sold into. So we are not expecting a up move anytime soon in the case of Sula. So take the loss and exit the counter.
Okay, take the loss and exit the company. That's the view that's coming in, Archana, for you at this point in time. Taking the next question then, this one is from one of our viewers on our WhatsApp. This is Sai from Hyderabad. Sai says, "Hi Sakshi, how are you? I'm very well. Thank you for asking, Sai. Hope the same for you too." The question is on Bajaj Finance or SBI cards. Which of these two look better at the current levels for the long term? Bajaj Finance, leader of the NBFC pack, and SBI cards belonging to the PSU major SBI. How would you look at both these slightly different focus points that they have, but overall in the NBFC space?
Yeah, see, I believe both of these stocks are in an uptrend. However, if I have to pick and choose one of them, then it would be SBI Cards. SBI Cards has recently broken out of a big consolidation triangle on the upside, and recently it's just retracing that fall. So we believe that this is the first retracement that we are seeing post the breakout. So there could be a deep correction in the case of SBI Cards. However, the next leg of up move is likely to be even more powerful on the upside. So we believe that this opportunity or the fall in the case of SBI cards can be considered as a buying opportunity. The crucial support level is placed around 880 to 850. So utilize these dips that we are seeing in the case of SBI cards as a buying opportunity. From a short to medium term perspective, 1025 is the immediate target, and above that 1100 are the levels that we are expecting in the case of SBI.
Okay, fair point. I hope this has also answered your question well. Let's look at some of the other questions coming in then. Mr. Dasaradi writes in, says, Dear Sakshi, I'm holding 250 shares of Poonawalla FinCorp at 395. Now I can hold till the target of 500, although I want to know how long will it really take for 500 levels to come in on Poonawalla.
See, overall, the trend for Poonawalla is positive. Considering that he is already in a profit and he can continue to hold, one suggestion that I would like to give is that you should tail your stop losses towards a 440 odd level. So 440 is a good support zone for the stock. The idea here should be to ride the uptrend and not keep a target in mind. So it can even cross above 500. But having said that, he should trail the stop loss when the stock rises towards its target area. So as of now, the level of 440 should be kept as a stop loss and ride the up move towards 500.
Okay, fair point. Taking the next one then, this one is also again from our WhatsApp that we have. Vivek from Kerala writes in, good afternoon to you, Sakshi, good afternoon to you as well, Vivek. The question is that I want to know whether a fresh entry in Karur Vaisya Bank is advised at the moment. What are the good levels to enter and what can be the target for the next 1 to 2 years time frame? Again from the banking space, Karur Vaisya currently trading at 268 odd levels. Outlook for next 1 to 2 years and a good time to enter in case you feel the technicals are well poised.
Yeah, see, the stock is trading at an all-time high. So technically, it's in an uptrend. Now, the correct price point where the entry should be done is around 260, 255 odd levels. In the previous three trading sessions, we have seen a up move towards 255 to 275, 280 odd levels. So this correction that we might see for the next couple of trading sessions towards 260 to 258 odd level should be considered as a buying opportunity. So 4% downside from current levels are good levels to enter. On the upside, 300 should be the target area.
Got it. So I hope, Vivek, you've noted down the levels there and you will follow the strategy advised by our guest. Taking the next one, this is Raju Vache from Mumbai. He says, I want a view regarding IndusInd Bank. I'm holding 100 shares at the rate of 930. The stock is still away from those levels right there and you have bought it at the high levels. Why the stock has been under pressure for the last couple of months is because of the fraud, internal fraud that the company found out and highlighted, informed the exchanges about, did also mention 1 or 2 quarters is when we could continue to see some impact. The stock, although from those losses, have actually recovered quite a bit. But again, today, we did see a dip coming in on the back of another brokerage house, Goldman Sachs, downgrading the stock and giving it lower targets of around 722 odd levels. And that's why the stock came under pressure. What about IndusInd Bank according to technicals particularly, Jatin?
Yeah, so technically, the stock has recovered quite a bit from the lows of around 600 that we saw post the clarification from the government. However, there are steps taken by the bank as well as the RBI to clear the uh, communication that the bank is in a good shape. Technically, I believe that there is a scope for the stock to run up towards 950 where the 40-week average is placed. So currently it's in an uptrend post that sharp decline, and we believe that until and unless the stock slips below 810 odd levels, the uptrend is likely to happen towards 950 odd levels. So hold on with a stop loss placed at 800 in the case of IndusInd Bank.
Okay, fair point. I hope this has also answered your question well. Taking the next one, this one is from Pavnish Gupta. Pavnish wants to know, hi Sakshi, can it be a good entry point for Coforge for the long term? Can you please advise me on that? IT stocks have again started to come back into momentum. Next about 10 days or so, we'll start getting all the earnings then. Of course, the IT sector will be the first one to report earnings, and therefore both the large as well as the mid caps will be back into focus. If you remember, Jatin, last time around after Q4, a sudden spike started on across the board in the IT sector, and time and again they have continued to move up. Now in Q1 again, all eyes will be on how the earnings come in, what is the outlook that they share, if there is any green shoot being seen away from the uncertainty that was is looming large. But Coforge, one of the leaders within the mid-cap space, a stock that has really performed well in the recent past. What would you suggest on that one?
Yeah, see, as rightly pointed out, since last 3 months, that is April, May, June, we have seen a stellar run up from 1200 to around 1900 odd levels. So I believe that since last 3 months, the stock has been already in an uptrend, and it would be, a little not favorable from a risk reward perspective to enter at current levels. I suggest to wait for a dip in the stock towards 1700, 1650 odd levels, just in case we get a correction. Then that would be good levels to enter from a long term perspective. Uh, so that would be my advice, to wait for a correction, because already in the last 3 months we have seen a massive up move in the stock. So wait for a dip and then enter around 1600 odd levels.
Okay, got that. Jatin, last 2 minutes to go before we have to thank you. So, why don't you now select some sectors and stocks for our viewers to know when it comes to the top sectors for the second half of the current calendar year? How would you look at where should the focus be?
See, our sense is that the autos are likely to do well because given the rate cut scenario, and also the second half is likely to be positive for the autos given the festive demands comes in, and if the rainfall is quite spread, then that is likely to have a positive impact on the autos. So auto is one sector that we are expecting for the second half of the year to do well. So Bajaj Auto is our preferred pick. Apart from that, metals are likely to do well given the fall in the dollar index that we are seeing, and overall the metals are looking positive from a short to medium term perspective. Apart from that, pharma has also picked up in the last couple of trading sessions. So we believe that autos, pharma, and metals are likely to do well during the second half of the year.
Okay, fair point. I hope this has also answered a lot of viewers' questions as well. Top stock ideas for maybe July series, if you could share.
Yeah, so one of the ideas is from the metal pack, that is Vedanta. So after a 3 week consolidation, it's starting to move up again. So we are expecting Vedanta to do well. The crucial support for the stock is placed around 450 odd levels, and I'm expecting 500 to 515 during the uh, uh, July during the July series. Apart from that, I also like Aurobindo Pharma from the Pharma pack. So it has broken out of a falling channel on the upside, and I'm expecting levels of 1250 to even 1300 in the case of Aurobindo Pharma for the July series. So Aurobindo Pharma and Vedanta would be our preferred picks.
Okay, fair point. Well, we will thank you then, Jatin, for being with us on the program and sharing all your insights on the markets and helping our viewers and solving their queries. Thank you so much. Appreciate your time with us. All right,
Thank you so much.
viewers, we are getting into the second segment, 25,495. Testing that 25,500 mark. Let's see how it goes forward from here. But let's welcome another guest on board with us, Mr. Kranti Batini, another favorite on Daily Calls, is joining in, Director Research at Wealth Mill Securities. Mr. Batini, warm welcome. Good to have you with us bang in the middle of the week. So far, it's been very narrow band of trade. Today we've slipped after 2 days of trading extremely in a very narrow band of trade and consolidative moves that we are seeing in the markets yet. But we have entered the second half of the calendar year as well. Hopes are high that probably we will be able to retest the erstwhile highs of 26,277 on the Nifty. But I want to understand from you, what will it take for the markets to really reach that high? What are the key triggers you are watching out for, sir?
The first thing is actually earnings and earnings. Okay, we are again entering into the Q1 earnings. Okay, if there is any uptick in the earnings, upgrade vision of earnings, definitely market can get into the new highs. That's where the overhang is still there. And also we have the global trade war uncertainty. There are some kind of uncertainty between the US trade deal, between US and Japan, and also US and China. These are the major trading partners in Asia with US is concerned, that has been creating some kind of a uncertainty on the global market, in the Asian markets at this point of time. Of course, the feelers what we are getting is there is a consensus view with respect to the India and US trade deal is concerned. So everybody crossed the fingers before the trade deal deadline that comes. And also there are some uneven news. One week we tend to say there is an extension of the time. Then another week we come to know that no, there is no deadline, there is no extension for the trade deals are concerned. So these kind of headwinds have been creating some kind of uncertainty at this point of time. But the domestic macros have been quite strong for Indian markets at this point of time. The inflation has been cooling off. The Met Department has declared the monsoon has been progressing very well all over India. So these are the positive signs. So we are entering into the earning season. One of the key worrying factor for the market was the crude oil, which is in favor right now. That has been cooling off at this point of time. So because of all these mixed feel at this point of time, market has been in a consolidation phase. As we enter into the earning season, once we get the earnings season kickstart with a positive momentum, then we can see the markets to climbing new highs. What we have witnessed in the recent past, last 3 4 months, despite of all the global worries, geopolitical uncertainty, Indian markets have shown its resilience. And right now we are in a consolidation phase. Nothing to worry at this point of time. Markets are at 25,500 this range. They're consolidating. They're taking a breather at this point of time.
Okay, got that. So that's the overall view on the markets. Mr. Patini, we have a lot of questions coming in for you. So we'll start off with our Q&A round with all our viewers asking away your questions, their questions to you. We have this first question. This is from Namita Arora. She says, hi Sakshi, how are you doing? I'm very well. Namita, thank you so much for asking. The question is on Kaplan Point. She says, I was accumulating Kaplan Point Laboratories, but yesterday it actually fell down by 5%. So I want to know if the trend has reversed, if there is something wrong, what should I get to know about this one, since I have been accumulating this stock at every level. Kaplan Point for you, sir, how would you advise on this one?
So actually, the results have been kind of a flattish kind of the thing for Kaplan Point in the last previous quarters. But given the kind of current valuations for this company at this point of time, looks to hold at this price range. Okay, the stock has made a top of around 25,500, and from there onwards, the stock is in a consolidation phase. Okay, it have a crucial support range of 1950. Okay, if that can hold on, she can hold on to the stock, and we are ending into the earning season. Wait for the management commentary and also the Q1 quarter results. But at this point of time, she can hold on Kaplan Point in her portfolio.
Okay, got that. I hope, Nancy, this has answered your question. Namita, this has answered your question well, pardon me. We have another question coming in, and this one is from Ankur Modi, one of our regular viewers. He wants to know from you, Kranti sir, on ETFs particularly. His question is that are there any current good-looking ETFs that we can start investing in for the long term for good returns? Well, ETFs has actually started to become one of the more preferred ways that retail investors are looking at, especially because in the last 1.5 2 years or so, the markets have been extremely volatile. For all those investors who have less risk appetite, going directly for stocks, people are actually switching their investment strategies to ETFs now, sectoral ETFs, benchmark index ETFs. How are you looking at this space, sir, and what do you usually advise your clients on ETFs, sir?
Normally, with respect to the ETFs are concerned, actually, if the investor have a pretty long-term view, it should not be considered for the short-term and medium term. If the investors have a fairly long-term view, definitely ETFs are advised. It can be the index funds and sectoral ETFs. Even if the investor want to diversify some kind of a gold and silver ETFs also, for a longer-term proposition, definitely ETF can be the investment avenues one can take part, and it can be the part of the portfolio. Depends upon the age of the investor and also the portfolio allocation is concerned. ETFs can be the part of the portfolio, the overall portfolio of the investor.
Okay. All right. I hope this has also answered your question. Taking the next one, then, we have this question coming in from one of our viewers on our YouTube again. This one is from Sai Ram. He says, good afternoon, sir. I want to know about Walk Hard. Can I take a fresh position and a long term view on Walk Hard? What is your view right now, sir? That's the question.
This is the stock we have been discussing on your show from the level of 350 to
Yes, yes,
400 level. The stock has become a 4x in the past 2 years.
absolutely.
So it has become a 4x at this point of time. They have a good portfolio of moleculars, which the company is going to monetize over a period of time. How the company's cash flows that are going to improve, that is crucial and turns profitable for the company. These are the key parameters one need to keep on their watch list. But at this point of time, workout fresh entry, one need to have a strict stop loss, even though it's an investment proposition. Since the stock has multiplied more than 4 times in the past 18 months. So just wait for how the company's cash flows are going to improve and also monetization process of molecular. That is extremely crucial for workout. It is fully priced in stock at this point of time until unless this molecular monetization that takes place at a very aggressive way. I'll just wait for take the fresh entry at this point of time.
Okay, fair point. I hope our viewers have got that, and of course, certainly one of your top bets that you have shared on the channel, and which has really benefited a lot of investors who've been following your advice and have been investing in the stocks that you've advised, sir. Let's look at the next one. This one is Tekpal Bhatia. He wants to know, sir, what is the current scenario of Tata Technologies? How do you read the stock and the future?
With respect to the future of Tata Technologies is concerned, okay, the company has been in a growth path at this point of time. Of course, this is the stock so much discussed on all over the world when the stock made a debut. From there onwards, the stock is in a consolidation phase. Respect to the long-term prospects of the company is concerned, it's fairly intact. In fact, if the investor have that appetite for the longer term, he can keep on accumulating the stock for longer term because the stock have a strong pedigree, strong business model, and the stock is in a consolidation phase quite a long time. It's testing the patience of both investors, long term and the medium term, and the investors who subscribe for the IPO, hoping that there will be a blockbuster returns post IPO. But if the investor is a long term investor, definitely he can accumulate the stock. The valuations looks attractive at this point of time.
Okay, got that. Indu Sharma writes in next on our YouTube, says, Sir, I want your view on Shakti pumps. I have this stock at the rate of 1000 average level. इस पर क्या और average कर सकते हैं? That's the question for you, sir.
Uh, 1000 level, she entered at a higher note, okay, but the stock prospects are looking good, Sakshi, and the company has been posting good set of numbers, the results. Some kind of a consolidation is taking place at this point of time for the stock. She can hold on and wait for this current quarter results, okay, and from there she can try to add some more stocks in her portfolio if this is an investment proposition for her.
Okay, got that. Next, we have a WhatsApp query coming in from Bhaskar from Gurgaon. He says, Hi Sakshi, thank you so much for taking all our investors' questions and for the guidance that you always share and for providing a helping hand to the investors. Thank you so much for writing in such appreciated words for Business Today television team and for daily calls. I hope this show continues to guide you better with the assistance of our top market guests who come in here, especially to guide you and to ensure that all the viewers are on the right path when it comes to their investments in the stock markets. Bhaskar asks a question on Gabriel India, Mr. Batini. He has this stock in his portfolio at the rate of 235. We've actually seen a recent smart spike on this stock as well. And the question is coming in that after the recent spike, should I book out or should I continue to stay invested in this stock?
With respect to the current momentum, because last 2 days the stock has been going up 20% circuit because of the restructuring of the organization. Gabriel India, the main core business is they provide the shock absorbers for the two-wheelers and the four-wheelers. That's the core business for Gabriel India. Congratulations for his patience. The stock was uh, given 4x kind of returns to him. Uh, there is nothing wrong, Sakshi, at this point of time since the valuation range has been trending at a higher note. Okay, he can take back his capital at this point of time, and remaining he can stay invested because of the company performance and the prospects of the company is concerned. Having said that, since the stock has been going up in a vertical way, whenever there is kind of this kind of vertical moves comes, that is the time um, one can take back their capital.
Okay, got that. I hope this has also answered your question well. Taking the next one that we have from one of our viewers on our YouTube again. This question is from Rahul. He says, can you please suggest me on Equitas Small Finance Bank, sir? I have this stock in my portfolio at the rate of 69. What should I do?
Equitas Small Finance Bank is concerned, Sakshi. Post listing, the stock is in a downtrend, and it is in a consolidation phase. Recently, from it has risen from 55 to the current price of around 68. As per the banking stocks are concerned, one can hold on at this point of time for the next couple of quarters. So Equitas, the small finance bank, has been doing good. Okay, with the greater focus with South, so he can hold on if it is a investment proposition to him. He can hold on to Equitas for a medium to long term.
Okay, medium to long term, hold on. Ashok Sharma writes in, sir, transformers and rectifiers, what are your views on this stock and what is the future outlook on this one, sir?
With respect to the transformer rectifier, there was a lot of momentum was there with respect to the stock. The stock after the split, there is a consolidation that taking place. Given the kind of power sector and the demand for the power is concerned, the power demand is expected to grow up at a CAGR basis of 9.5 to 10% actually coming next 5 years. So there will be a lot of demand, real estate construction, data centers, all these prospects and the growing economy, capacity expansion. There will be a lot of greater emphasis is going to be on power sector. So Taril kind of transformer and rectifiers kind of a companies, they're going to get benefited. It is a short-term consolidation that's taking place. He can hold on to transformer and rectifiers.
Got it. Next, we have this question from Mohit from Ludhiana. He says, I have 1000 shares of SBI at 184. I have a 2-year time horizon, sir. Can I continue to stay invested in this one? Yesterday, SBI completed its 70 years of existence. As SBI, of course, the history dates back to 2 centuries almost when it comes to State Bank of India, its formation as the initial, bank under the British Raj in different forms. We talked about a very interesting story, the entire story and history of SBI we shared on our channel as well. How would you look at the stock at 814, sir?
Yeah, the SBI also, Sakshi, it is a slightly underperformer in the medium to short term. But given the kind of the company valuations and also the long term prospects and also the valuations of subsidiaries are concerned, even the government of India recently notified that public sector undertakings to look for unlocking the value from subsidiaries. SBI carries a strong value in terms of their subsidiaries are concerned. That can be the value unlocker for State Bank of India. At this price, SBI, one can hold on to their portfolio. Just give some more time, hold patiently State Bank of India in their portfolio. We can see most probably in the coming quarters, four-figure digits can be possible for SBI.
Okay. Next, we have this question coming in from Rohit Srivastav. He's from Prayagraj in Uttar Pradesh. Hi, Rohit. He says, I purchased Shilchar Technologies 150 shares at 4,370 levels. I can actually hold on for one more year. I want to know whether there is still more upside or should I book out of this one? What would you say on Shilchar Technologies bought at 4,370, sir?
With respect to Shilchar or concerns, actually, you can hold on to the stock. Okay,
Okay.
there is a greater emphasis with respect to again to the power and telecom and power distribution business is concerned. Okay, the stock is in a consolidation phase. You can hold on at this point of time. There is the stock can create the new highs in the coming quarters, so you can hold on.
Okay, got that. So that's the view that's coming in as well from Kranti on the same stock. Let's look at another one. Ankur wants to know on Genus Power, sir. What is your view on this one?
Sakshi, the stock mainly into the smart meters for the residential homes are concerned. So many states have been implementing these smart meters for every household. And also, there are only very few players in this smart meter play. Genus Power is concerned after touching the recent of 420 levels. The stock is in a consolidation phase. There is a news of promoter block deal also that created some kind of a apprehension for the investors in the medium to short term. But given the kind of the business outlook of for Genus Power is concerned, any dip from this level, one can add Genus Power is concerned in their portfolio. Last quarter results have been fairly good, and the results momentum is going to continue.
Okay, we'll take one more question. This is Ranjan Gupta from Gwalior. He says, I want to invest in Manakasia Coated and I want to know what is the future outlook on this one. Manakasia Coated is currently trading at 133 odd levels. It has been in momentum in the last 1 month. The stock has moved up 21%. Even if we look at the last 1 year stock price chart, you will find that the stock has already given a 100% return to its investors. So there have been periodic moves. It first went from a low of 58 levels to all the way up to 117 in December of 2024. It came down again during the consolidative period in the market. Again from about 78 odd levels, there was a rally that took it again to 133 odd levels. Let's find out Manakasia Coated and if there is any upside that you see from here on, sir, and what advice would you want to share?
It's actually a lot of speculative activity. We can figure it out around this counter. Okay, until unless, and also I'm not comfortable with the valuation. The stock is trading around ATP kind of a stuff. Okay, I'm little bit cautious with respect to these kind of companies are concerned. It's my personal opinion. The investor can differ with my view also. So I tend to avoid these kind of stocks in the medium to short term and for long term.
Okay, Mr. Patini, we'll hold on for big news that's coming in by way of GST, and there's expected that a big GST relief is likely as the government may be considering a rate cut on the common household goods as well. Himanshu Mishra from our India Today group is with us on the channel. He's broken this story for us for the channel as well. He's going to help us understand what kind of a major relief can the middle class and lower income households can expect from any kind of a reject that could be expected on the GST rates as well. Himanshu, warm welcome. Good to have you with us on Business Today. देखा जाए तो जीएसटी एक ऐसा सब्जेक्ट है जिसे बहुत सारे जो आम आदमी हैं, हाउस होल्ड के लोग हैं, काफ़ी ज़्यादा समय से वेट कर रहे हैं कि कब आखिरकार इनडायरेक्ट टैक्सेस में उनको कुछ रिलीफ मिलेगा. डायरेक्ट टैक्सेस में हमने देखा बजट में कुछ रिलीफ डेफिनेटली आया था. क्या अब इतने सालों के बाद अभी हमने जीएसटी को देखा 8 साल कंप्लीट करते हुए, तो ऐसे में जीएसटी के ऊपर अब क्या आपको पता चल रहा है, सोर्सेस क्या बता रहे हैं आपको कि किसी तरीके का क्या स्लैब रेट्स में असर पड़ सकता है?
देखिए, जो हमारे सोर्सेस के अकॉर्डिंगली हमको पता चला है वो ये है कि जो 12% का जो स्लैब है उसमें जितनी गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज को रखा गया है उनमें बहुत सी चीजों को या तो 5% का जो स्लैब है उसमें डाल दिया जाएगा, या फिर जो है अगर जीएसटी काउंसिल में आम सहमति बनती है तो 12% का जो स्लैब है उसको पूरी तरीके से जो है वो खत्म किया जाएगा. और जीएसटी काउंसिल की जो अगली बैठक होनी है वो 15th बैठक होनी है. इस 15th बैठक के लिए माना जा रहा है कि इस मंथ के एंड में जो है जीएसटी काउंसिल की बैठक हो सकती है. उसका सबसे बड़ा कारण ये है कि जीएसटी काउंसिल की मीटिंग से पहले 15 दिन पहले सभी जो जीएसटी काउंसिल के जो सदस्य हैं उनको नोटिस देना होता है, यानी कि जो सभी राज्यों के फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर हैं उनको नोटिस देना होता है और उसकी बैठक से पहले मिनट्स भेजने होते हैं. तो वो एक प्रोसेस है और ये माना जा रहा है कि सरकार ये चाह रही है कि जीएसटी का जो 12% का स्लैब उसको पूरी तरीके से समाप्त करके जो 12% के अंदर जितनी भी सर्विसेज एंड गुड्स हैं उसको 5% में लाया जाए. इससे सरकार को इस चीज को पूरी तरीके से सरकार ने ये कहें कि एनालिसिस कर लिया है सारी चीजों को ध्यान में रखकर कि इससे उनका जीएसटी का जो कलेक्शन है उसमें असर जरूर पड़ेगा, लेकिन आम आदमी जो लोअर मिडिल क्लास और मिडिल क्लास है उसको बहुत बड़ी राहत जो है वो मिल सकती है.
ओके, चलिए कुछ कुछ आइडिया दे देते हैं हमारे सभी दर्शकों को कि 12% तक के टैक्स स्लैब में, जीएसटी स्लैब में आखिरकार चीजें क्या क्या आती हैं। आप भी हमें हिमांशु ऐड करके बता सकते हैं। कुछ जो मेरे सामने है वो मैं नाम लेने वाली हूँ। बटर, घी, प्रोसेस्ड फूड, आमंड्स, मोबाइल फोन्स, फ्रूट जूसेस, फ्रूट्स, नट्स, parts of plants including pickle, मुरब्बा, चटनी, जैम, जेली, पैकेज्ड कोकोनट वाटर, अम्ब्रेला, इन सभी के ऊपर 12% तक का जीएसटी अब तक लगता है। और इसी तरीके के कई ऐसे प्रोडक्ट्स हैं जो कि रोजाना आप लगातार अपने घरों में इस्तेमाल करते हैं, तो इनके ऊपर हो सकता है कि जीएसटी जो 12% लगता था अब शायद 5% लगता हुआ नजर आएगा। ये सोर्सेज के हवाले से हमें खबर पता चल रही है। हिमांशु, ये बताइए कि हाल फिलहाल में इतने साल हुए, कोई रीजिक की खबरें नहीं आई, एकदम से ऐसे कैसा हो गया कि जीएसटी रेट्स में बदलाव करने की सोच रही है सरकार? और मेरे ख्याल से ये पहली बार होगा जब से जीएसटी के रेट्स फाइनलाइज हुए थे, ये 3-4 जब स्लैब्स फाइनलाइज हुए थे उसके बाद अब रीजिक की बात हो रही है।
उसमें अगर आप देखेंगे तो कई ऐसी चीजें हैं, ऐसे कई प्रोडक्ट्स हैं, ऐसी कई गुड्स हैं, ऐसी सर्विसेज हैं जिनको कई बार जीएसटी के अलग अलग स्लैब से निकाल के दूसरे स्लैब में डाला गया है। जो 28% का स्लैब है उसको निकाल के 18% में किया गया। 18% के अंदर जो गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज हैं या प्रोडक्ट्स हैं उनको निकाल के 12% में डाला गया। 12% से निकाल कर जो है वो 5% में शिफ्ट किया गया। ये इस तरीके से होता रहा है। और सरकार का ये मानना है कि जो 12% का स्लैब है उससे आम आदमी के ऊपर जो है एक बर्डन पड़ता है। जो भी 12% के अंदर प्रोडक्ट, सर्विसेज, गुड्स हैं उनको 5% का जो स्लैब है उसमें अगर रखा जाएगा तो आम आदमी को राहत भी मिलेगी। जैसा आपने कई गुड्स के बारे में बताया, बटर से लेके अम्ब्रेला है या अन्य चीजें हैं, पेस्ट है, टूथपेस्ट है, इस तरीके की जो आम डेली यूजेस की चीजें हैं जो आम आदमी के लिए, वो एक बहुत बड़ा उसमें जो है 7% का जो चेंज आएगा। 12% के स्लैब से निकाल के अगर उसे 5% में किया जाएगा तो जो प्रोडक्ट की कॉस्ट है उसमें भी कमी आएगी। लेकिन एक चीज सरकार को ये समझनी है और सरकार इस चीज को पूरे तरीके से ध्यान में रख रही है, और वो ये चाहती है कि जीएसटी के अंदर जो है आम सहमति बने काउंसिल में। हमेशा जो है आम सहमति बनाने की ही कोशिश की जाती है जीएसटी की काउंसिल में। एक बार एक ऐसा मौका आया था जिसमें जीएसटी में आम सहमति नहीं बनी थी, तब वोटिंग हुई थी। और सरकार ये जरूर चाहेगी कि अगर जीएसटी का 12% का स्लैब जो है खत्म करना पड़े तो उसके लिए वोटिंग की नौबत ना आए, सभी राज्य सरकारें जो है एक साथ आकर इस फैसले का स्वागत करें। अगर ऐसा नहीं होता है तो बहुत से ऐसे प्रोडक्ट, ऐसे गुड्स और ऐसी सर्विसेज हैं जिनको 12% के स्लैब से निकाल के 5% में शिफ्ट करने का काम किया जा सकता है।
ओके हिमांशु, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया जुड़े रहने के लिए और इस खास खबर को बताने के लिए। यकीनन एक बड़ा ओवरहॉल हो सकता है अगर इस खबर की पुष्टि हो जाती है। इस महीने के अंत में आपने बताया 56 बैठक होगी जीएसटी की काउंसिल की और उसमें ये फैसला लिया जा सकता है। तो नजर रखेंगे, आपके साथ एक बार फिर से जुड़ेंगे जब और ज्यादा आपके पास डिटेल्स यहाँ पर आएंगी। लेट्स गो बैक टू क्रांति एंड अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट कुड बी द इम्प्लीकेशंस फॉर द मार्केट्स ऑन दिस वन। मिस्टर Batini, GST of course has been a talking point for all the common man, for the policy makers from the time the GST formulation was done. It got rolled out in the year 2017. Till so far there have been many issues that have erupted, although things have been smoothened out also on some others. We are getting higher tax collections these days as well. There's a growth on aspects on the indirect tax collections. This could be a major overhaul that you believe, from 12% to 5%, those essential goods that are used by middle class households, weaker sections of the society on an everyday basis. If the tax relief is brought in on those key FMCG products largely that are brought under 12%, could be a big news, a good news for the common man, but at the same time a big overhaul in the GST structure. What could it mean for the markets?
Absolutely, Sakshi. Any relief, there was a greater demand with respect to relief for GST is concerned with respect to the essential and middle items which are related to the middle class is concerned. By and large, there is a sustainable growth in terms of the GST revenues are concerned on a consistent basis, what we witnessed in the past 18 months. So some kind of relief is there on cards just to help the middle class and the marginalized segments of the society is concerned. It can be a positive news in the medium to long term.
Okay, Mr. Batini, thank you so much for being with us on the program, helping all our viewers solve their queries, and of course giving us an outlook on the macro changes that could probably coming on the taxation front as well this month. And this will be big and a developing one that we will continue to keep an eye out on. This could be a first major overall in the tax slabs that we are seeing. In case the 12% tax slab is completely omitted, that's a possibility that Himanshu is telling based on his source-based information as well. We'll leave you at that, viewers, on this program now, but do stay tuned. Market coverage continues on the other side, and of course I'll be back for the closing edition at 3 p.m. Don't miss that one.
India's economy is growing at a rapid